That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
It's everybody's favorite off-stream Regis, and I got a fun little deck list here. We got Quilboars as a new tribe, and I thought, well, we've already done Plague Maw Resurrect Druid, which you should check that out video. Check out that video. Or we could also do this in Warrior, and we've actually got kind of a dual utility res here with the Razormane Raider as both a Frenzy and Quilboar minion, so we can resurrect it off both Saurfang and N'Zoth. And in fact, we can do the same with the Stone Maul Anchorman as well. If we hit one of those, we also got Sword Eater here as a pirate, Bumper Car as a mech. And you'll note this is like 85 to 90% just Rush Warrior with a few cards swapped out and some additional menagerie synergies basically tossed in and some res synergies there. So no Alexstrasza, but leaning into the Tent Trashers, which of course also get discounted by the extra type off of the Razormane Raider. If that happens, it's not super likely, but we got Crab Riders for our Murloc. If you look closely, a lot of Rush Warrior is already pretty good to fit a N'Zoth deck, and that's why sometimes you see Tent Trasher tossed into these lists as well, either in combination with or in place of the Alexstrasza. I think Alexstrasza is probably better in most cases because that 8 damage over the top is awesome. And I mean, it's fair to say this is not probably the best deck of all the Rush Warrior options out there. I'm sure we made it technically a little bit weaker, but if you have a Saurfang you're looking to play, you just like N'Zoth, you want to get some Razormane Raider action or just try something a little bit different, I think this is a very fun variation on the Rush Warrior world. A little bit more late game crazy plays as opposed to just, you know, late game winning plays with Alexstrasza there. So all in all, I think still a pretty cool little list. Conditioning is going to be nuts. I think we go ahead and do that now. Shame, unfortunately, the Crab Rider here got lost. I think we're pretty likely to see well, actually, no, I don't know if we do this now. Only 2 is not really enough to beat an Avenge here. We're probably going to commit to the Sword Eater anyway. Problem is this goes to 4 health on the Avenge, which is really tough to deal with. We could just taunt through it, trade into it later. Let's see if this is Noble Sack first, because that could change things. Nope. So could be Yogg and Galloping Savior still. Couldn't necessarily oh, speaking of which, coin actually might be a problem here, huh? We'll just see. That increases the chances that this isn't Oh My Yogg, which might actually help us a little technically. It's still Oh My Yogg. I apparently still got an Innervate though, because I can play this or Lightning Bloom or something. I hope it's not Lightning Bloom, actually. Innervate would be better. Okay, sick. Thanks, bro, for turning my coin into an Innervate. Terrifying result. Sometimes, rarely, Oh My Yogg actually whiffs. You guys have game audio? I sure hope so. I don't have a headset on, so I don't think that would tell me anyway. All right. Now we're looking a little better. I think we'll still wait on the conditioning. Pretty good with the Warmaw Challenger on turn 5 to help us catch up. And now we can use this Bumper Car to great effect. Question is, do we run these in here? We also have a decent just face trade there. I don't necessarily mind taking 6. We have a lot of recovery time. Yeah, let's run this in. If it's an Avenge, we can just hit here. The second. It's actually, is this the same secret? It might be the same secret. I think we might actually know that this is Galloping Savior, in which case, do we want to clear the Galloping Savior now or just not play a card? I think we just don't play a card. He might have another Galloping Savior in hand that he wants to work with. So if we play a 3rd card there, we trigger the Galloping Savior, Galloping Idiot. I could have dealt with it right. I could have like attacked once with face with the Crab Rider and still cleared it with my weapon, but there's no reason to proc it if we don't have to. Next turn we're only planning to play 2 cards. We'll still be able to keep up just fine. There is maybe a world where Stonewall Anchorman makes more sense than conditioning Warmaw Challenger. Is this that world? I don't think so. I don't mind the 2/2 here because I can still snipe the the ogre with the Warmaul and clean up with my weapon. I guess this could technically be Oh My Yag again. It looks like it is the Oh My Yag again. No, that's so sad. Wasn't the savior last turn. Living Seed. Does that do anything? I don't have a beast in this list. No, I should have added in Scorpion. It's played anyway in these decks. God, that really kills me. Oh, that just hurts my turn so much, man. I'm safe to play this stuff now, but I really don't feel as good about it, eh?
Not a long time.
We can Stonewall Anchorman that down next turn. I'll just go ahead and attack it with my weapon now to prep that as well. Just get that damage through. Second Oh My Yag sucks. Man, maybe Venomous Scorpion in here makes a lot of sense. I mean, we don't really need extra minion types for N'Zoth. He's got like enough value, right? Basically, a Tint Trasher and a Pirate, one of our 2 pirates, is like enough already to make N'Zoth good, and certainly a Razormane Raider. That's just like 3 awesome minions. Then you also have a Crab Rider and the mech coming back as well, and Imprisoned Gnarg I forgot to mention 2 in here, so that's like already 6 minion types. The deck kind of satisfies that urge. Fortunately, the taunt here causes me more problems. I can technically use this to snipe still. I don't feel that great about it. I guess, let's see. Do I have enough to get through this hit? And then, no, I don't have quite enough. That's okay. We don't have to kill the Ogremancer now. It's not really doing anything. It's not hurting me. It's all good. It's kind of funny, how much this has gone face already. It's just a 1/1, but it's gone face so much. I'm going to save these, right, because I think they're a little better with the Playmaker, particularly if I hit a Parade Leader. We have enough board technically here. Certainly don't want to cast the Athletic Studies to proc the Ogremancer, so let's just chill. I'm playing with electrical tape. I hope that's not coming through the microphone. Sword again. Okay, no Yogs to deal with anymore. The Crab Rider finally dies. I think it dealt all 8 damage, maybe. I don't remember if I hit other stuff or not. Ooh, that's a lot bigger. Gross. May the light. A broom could be cool in this list with Razormane Raider. There's been brooms been run in GM lists, I know at least I've seen. I took the trade, so that helps again. Okay, these are definitely a much better clear at this stage. This will be very good soon. I think we still want to take one more turn with the Playmaker here. I have a feeling we're going to proc a Galloping Idiot, though. So maybe... I don't know. Let's kill this first right before, because I might want to cast Athletic Studies. These are fine. We're doing that, assuming it's not Noble Sack. Is there an Avenge here? No. So this is almost always Galloping Idiot. I think we'll proc the Galloping Idiot anyway, because this could be very good if I get a playable card. I don't, unfortunately. It's all too expensive. Wow, I just needed any cheap rush minion. Unfortunately, we hit all very expensive rush minions. So now the Galloping Idiot is going to be very difficult for me to deal with. Man, anything for 3 mana or less was perfect. I guess we take the Anchorman because it's probably the best card, but we're leaving them quite a gross board. This just doesn't really do much. I mean, I get a free one, so I guess it's kind of worth. Feels weird though. Just not gonna run it in, right? I'm gonna make him deal with it. So this presumably goes here. Maybe these 3 go here and he trades down. I don't know, but we're a fair bit more behind now. I do have Warmaul, Stone Maul next turn. It's all Mauls. Let's go to the Maul. Saurfang will be good though once either the Stone Maul or the Razormane Raider connects. If I'm not dead by then. I think we're kind of okay though. Like Avenge is left. Technically be a Reckoning, could be another. I hope it's actually another Galloping Idiot. Oh, another Ogremancer. Oh god, it's not a problem immediately, but it's still annoying. Let's see if it's an Avenge. Oh, it's a Noble Sack. That's certainly no problem. Leaves a little more stats in play, but not the end of the world or anything. Okay, Yeah, let's just kill. We could kill this. It's a little bit bigger, but this takes just as much attack off board. And man, losing that conditioning to the Oh My Yak has really changed the shape of this game, because we would have had such a big Wormhole Challenger down. Now I'm leaving like 7 damage behind. They might just play an Alex Raza or something insane. They really have a buff stocked up for the 2 draws in a row there. Crab Rider into Hand of Adal. That's gross. Okay, Saurfang's great. I mean, it's gonna whirlwind this to death. It's gonna summon me 2 Somal Anchormans. We're not getting the Razormane Raider back, but that's okay. It's definitely gonna be enough to work against this board rather nicely. We're gonna be leaving up the Ogremancer, but it's not that high pressure, so no big deal. We might even be able to toss in a Crab Rider. I gotta think if it makes sense or not. We'll take a look. Boop. We're drawing 2 cards too, so we may find something we like better. I don't mind that getting frenzied in at all. This is a 6 Saurfang turn, by the way. Ooh, N'Zoth next turn's insane. Okay. I could actually kill the Ogremancer with this right now. Yeah, I think we will. It's a really good board. Oh my god, N'Zoth next turn. What do I have in the N'Zoth? I have Pirates, obviously. We have the Sword Eaters as well, but we're likely to get one of these. We don't have a dragon yet. We have the bumper car and the Crab Rider, obviously. No Gnarg. But, I mean, next turn I can probably play, like, Raider Trasher. If they recover from that somehow, then N'Zoth is just insane. I mean, just crazy. Oh, this hasn't even been in the pool yet. It's definitely an Anchorman. That is such a good Saurfang swing turn, by the way. Both of those having Rush, drawing me 2 more cards. Like, just what an insane turn. That guy's awkward, isn't he, for my current board state. Trasher is just like, you know, you don't want to send a 5/5 man. If I got a buff, it would be a lot better. Okay. Here I think we can go into Pirate and then Trasher, just so that we get a taunt down, and this is still obviously playable. Great news. Do we clear this stuff or not? I mean, kind of, but I need to go face a little bit because we're about to end next turn, right? Let's just make sure we're setting up a good lethal here. We're not going to need N'Zoth, sadly, but Saurfang putting in work. We're not going to need our Quilboar yet either. Do I have any way to proc the Frenzy on this? No. It's just chilling there. You might say that's a mistake, but I mean, I guess technically Saurfang does, but I'm not that worried about it. It's just coming back later and being an awkward big statted boy, you know? That's the real goal. Is this enough to stay alive? They don't have a buff to hit these, right? Oh, they can get like a abusive sergeant or something and trade in. I almost kind of want them to so I can play N'Zoth. Oh, conviction to trade in as well. Oh man, okay. I might have to commit the N'Zoth now because I might need to trade into this with the Tent Trasher, right? We could try to get away with this turn, but it's just kind of risky. This, if I could proc it, could maybe go face, but that's okay. N'Zoth is definitely enough to set us up for the victory. Do we trade the Tint in the 5/5? Do we have a better trade line? We could trade this in the 5/5 and still connect face. That's probably better. We don't need the card draw. We're so close to setting up lethal, right? Okay. Yeah, sadly our Quilboar got left out. Maybe I need a broom in this list. I'm not gonna pretend it's perfect. If you want to run a broom, maybe cut a stage dive. I don't know if you need the stage dive. We have a lot of card draw thanks to the Stone Mall Anchormans. But I wanted to keep this close to normal Rush Warrior as possible while still adding in our fun stuff. I mean, I think there's plenty of matchups where you're just ahead and you play this and it's awkward to deal with, high friction. Particularly for minion-based decks, exactly like the one we're playing against here. Do they have anything? I mean, they got 2 random 1-mana cards. They might have another one of these, but it's not enough. Particularly, well, actually, our hand doesn't have any rush minions at the moment, but very likely to find one. Almost every draw. Well, not every draw, but a lot of draws. Why not play this first? See what you find. Oh, it wasn't outcasted. That's fine. Must have been dead in the middle, huh? Oh, conviction if it hits this? Oh my god, why didn't you play? Did this come off? Maybe this came off of that, because otherwise you could try to convict this, right? It's still not enough, I guess, but could have been close. Cool, man, we played them down to 6 cards left in deck. Good lord. That was crazy. I love it. Exactly what I wanted to showcase with this deck. Perfect first game. Couldn't have gone better, honestly. Couldn't have gone better. Well, Quilboar, I guess, would have been cooler, but we'll get a Quilboar game. Don't you worry. Nimsy Necrofizzle. Can we beat a control Warlock? Well, we're about to find out. I mean, we definitely have... keep 2 of these. We have a lot of reloads, but that's not necessarily good against Warlock, right? You actually kind of want over-the-top damage against Warlock because... they have a lot of clears and healing. So when we play our deck to play for reloads, we're actually kind of playing into their game plan as opposed to normal Rush Warrior, which can just sort of hit them really hard, right? And not care about the removal as much. Now, that said, even normal Rush Warrior does usually rely on minion damage on board sticking. In other words, they have to have... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. It's almost always going to get cleared, but I think more importantly, it just triggers the corrupt on our stage dives. I'm going to wait for coin because I think coin's too good in our deck. I mean, if this survives, like, wow, amazing. Unlikely, right? But we could do something cool maybe. It's just they have, every card in the world. But mainly I just wanted to make sure our hand wasn't stuffed. Now we have stage dives to fix our hand, potentially. Another Gnarg, huh? Tint Trasher. That's big and cheap at the moment. I think we'll actually play the other Gnarg, and I think I ship all my hits face at the moment. We need to get this damage through. It's still going to be really tough to get enough, because again, no Alex Straza finisher, no Troublemakers to finish for like an extra 6 damage on an empty board, right? All of that damage really starts to add up if you're not planning to win the board. And this deck's definitely way more about winning the board, as we saw against the Paladin, but way worse about getting that damage to connect face. So it's sort of a trade-off, right? Big Trent Trasher, though. Tint Trasher. I don't know who Trent Trasher is, but he sounds like a jerk. Okay, so this might force like a Siphon Soul already. Am I going to connect another 5 to face off this Gnarg and the other Gnarg weapon? Oh, wow. No, I'm going to connect 7 to face. Oh my god. And N'Zoth already here? That means I get Saurfang off the Talon, which is crazy. Oh god, I didn't even realize this was buffed. I love it. It's amazing. I just didn't even see it though. It's even more face damage. Oh! You just concede. The 12 face was too much. I didn't even get to play any of my new cards. Well, I guess they just didn't have the hand for it, man. The Gnarg is putting in work. Putting in work. Well, let's go again. Mage. Can we beat Mage? Boards against Mage kind of have that Flame Strike problem, but yeah, we get the rush early game to hopefully get us over the hump. So let's push for early game cards for sure. Gnarg on 1. That's the only time it's good. So you love to see it. I actually need to check the stats on that. I maintain that Gnarg would always be a terrible card any time other than turn 1. This is the first deck that's really used it competitively. So let's see if that argument holds up. Is that accurate? Is Gnarg good past turn 1? Let's see. Take the most popular Rush Warrior list. Look at Gnarg's stats. Oh, hold up. I gotta hold up. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm pulling it up. Well, it's actually not terrible on turns 2 through 4, but then it quickly falls below the deck's win rate on turn 5 and plummets as the game goes on. But that's probably true for every card in this list, so I don't know if that helps us much as far as data is concerned. But yeah, it's not great past turn 1. It falls off 5% from turn 1 to turn 2, which actually isn't as hard as I would expect. Still decent in the mid game. I mean, that 5% is like an 8% relative drop off, but anyway. Yeah, let's dump a Rokara, make these minions meteor. Since we're playing a spell mage, we're probably not going to be hitting minions much with our weapons, right? Let's just create that pressure. Turn 3, they might have a discounted play here that's good already off that top deck, but sometimes they're going to get stuck not being able to clear this Rokara, right? Or anything. Sometimes these early turns for maids, they're just sort of like setting up for later. With the card draw, apparently they do have a brain freeze though, so sometimes they don't. Oh my god, stop. Brutal, what am I talking about? They just owned. Hey, I still got a demon though for my N'Zoth. That's all that matters. Hey, here's a pretty good mech for N'Zoth too. I don't have a Crab Rider play. I mean, this is good right now though too, and it's a good Murloc. I mean, we have Crab Riders later, but this is just a good curve fit at the moment. Yeah, we got more weapons coming. Not that many actually though. It's really just Gunargs and well, I do have 2 Sword Eaters. Yeah, I thought maybe I only had 1, but apparently I have more. I guess we only actually have 1 Anchorman. I wanted the Raider to get the Frenzy as much as possible off the Saurfang. Now I'm wishing I had more Anchormans though. They seem so good. I just knew we had Pirates and Sword Eater already, so less need to fill that void. Hey, I love Spell Mage. It's so much fun. Yay, look, he's just gonna casually spend 100 mana, draw 47 cards, and no big deal. Yeah. Oh, love that. I can't react very well to that. 21's a long way to go still, too. I need like a big tit trasher. I keep saying Trit Trasher. Gosh dang it. This is good. This makes him, I think, he's like already starting to get really nervous, maybe. Which might mean like, you know, fireballs start hitting minions, that sort of thing. That can give us a big advantage if we force them to use the removal on my stuff as opposed to, or their damage on my stuff as opposed to on my face. Unfortunately, that's a perfect curve. At least that's a fairly weak minion, and this trades into it really nicely. So that's good news. Talon. Okay, we have another Sword Eater, so we're still gonna go face. Here's another 6. And then you can start to see how Alexstrasza is a really good follow-up, right? Because it's like, oh, look, that's almost Alexstrasza range already. We can kill that 2-3, of course, with our rush stuff. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. Oh, mask already. Okay, we got Warmaul on that. It's pretty cheap, and we can develop another 4-drop, which is cool. And go face again, and maybe one of these sticks to secure a little bit more damage. We are out of weapons, though. Well, I guess we have 1 more Gunarg, so we are going to need some minion damage to stick. This guy could connect, for instance. Really wish I had a broom for this, man. I'm more and more regret. These actually don't get much worse usually. A little bit, of course, but attack value. Oh, sick! Okay, the Gunarg. I dig it. I dig it. We need to get this in just so that it's awkward for them because of like mask and stuff. Sadly, they got the barrier off the orb, but we got another weapon. I am gonna actually armor up here. I don't think I need a ton more tempo, and this life might start to matter as they've gotten me down to 16. No, I didn't position super well around combustion here, but actually it's sort of good if this gets combusted, I guess, right? Fireball hitting minions, that's our dream. I need Saurfang, actually, now that I have the Razormane Raider in there, because it's really good, right? That's the whole point, is the only way we really have to activate the frenzy is Saurfang itself, which is awesome. So this could be a trigger here. Let's test. Nope. Warsaw Outrider's a good minion. It's probably something I would play with Talon right now. Assuming another barrier. I can't believe that's is that the 4th Fiery War Axe equivalent thing I've done? How do we want to play this for combustion? I don't know. It's like, how awkward is the... Oh, we need to test for Mirror Entity, actually. I want them to get this, not a Talon. The Talon is just harder for me to deal with, right? This thing I can just straight up kill. So it's a little easier. I don't want to necessarily, but it's fine. Talon would really lock down my attacks and everything else. Okay, so one fireball went face. They already burned through an Apexis blast as well, or not face, I mean minion, and an Apexis went to a minion as well. And Canters is not actually a big deal if they don't have any card draw right now. It's kind of fine. Saurfang. Okay. Oh my god, I actually hit the Saurfang. It is gonna kill my Talon, which just means I draw a N'Zoth though. That's fine. I'm also gonna deal a ton of damage here with the Razormane Raider, right? So that's the goal. This is so sick. And I draw a card. Hit for 5. This could be 10 damage. Like, I mean, you wouldn't call it an OTK or anything, but it could be a big hit. Let's armor up. We don't need to play the Tint Trasher in case they have a Flame Strike here to clear. Then we'll just use N'Zoth. Let's actually save this final weapon. If I do get a weapon draw, it's only gonna argue this point, which is, you know, it's gonna take a couple turns for that to activate. So just in case this weapon matters, like clearing some randomly generated taunt off of an Apexis or something, there's no reason to rush it. Saurfang was beautiful.
What to do?
I mean, they only have 2 cards. If you don't have Flame Strike, this is just, you know, it's over basically. But you know, they had a card here for a long time. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Look at this bead. It's not getting played. I don't know. Something that's not playable for some reason. What would it be? Maybe another Mask of Cthulhu? I mean, what is this going to be that's any good against this board? It's just a spell damage minion. I feel like they're just going to AFK on this. I think they're dead. They're conceding via throwing their phone in the toilet or garbage. How can I not beat this weird Saurfang deck? Get me out of here. Oh, it's beautiful. What a sight to behold. Yeah, they just threw their phone against the wall. So I feel bad. Fodom just had to buy a new phone, dude. Let's see what's in the N'Zoth. I don't even know. We didn't get a Razormane Raider, but who cares? Ah, oh, nice. We did. Wait, I did. Oh yeah, of course that died. I brought it back off. Sorry, I'm done. We did get a Raider. What am I saying? Just, I wish, you know, I think maybe a Broom in this list would like really be cool. So anyway, yeah, we just played 3 games and won all 3 of them, guys. So what does that tell you? Well, it tells you Rush Warrior is a pretty good deck, and swapping out a few cards to have some fun with Saurfang isn't really going to hurt you too much, probably. I mean, obviously only 3 games, but as you saw, having 85-90% of a Rush Warrior deck is cool and good, and then, you know, adding 4 or 5 cards like Razormane Raider, Talon, Saurfang, and N'Zoth doesn't really hurt you much. So it's cool how this sort of naturally fuses into a Resurrect Rush deck for the Razormane Raider. This is the RRRRR deck. Anyway, check it out, play it. Links in the description to the deck list as always. Let me know what you think. Have fun. Thanks for watching, and until next time, game on.